Wasn't it Beyonce that said, if you like it, you got to put a ring on it? Well, I've got a couple here. I must like it a lot. Yeah. Look, we are leaking. Ew. Leaking, yuck, out of these seals. So it's going to be calipers off. And they were rebuilt last year when I got the bike, yeah. So we rebuilt them. Did I do a video on that? Oh, sure. Wheel off. Gives me a good chance to tidy up the wheel a bit, don't you think? What I'm most looking forward to is being able to clean up these fork stanchions, because in a previous incarnation, these were like rounded off, and so I've replaced all the fixings, and I can't wait to undo them and actually pull the fork legs out and give them these stanchions a really, really good clean. New rings, seals, new fork oil, and just clean the discs and the alloy up and stuff like that. I mean, it's not, I'm not going to do a perfect job on it because this bike's free. It costs anything. So as long as it's safe and MOTable and all that sort of stuff, I don't intend to do anything more than, yeah, stick a ring on it. Right, time to loosen off the caliper bolt. Something I can always protest about is getting your tool as deep into these holes as possible. And because I only recently, a year ago, did them, whatever, get in there. I'll give you a good old wiggle before I release it. Otherwise, all I'm doing is asking for trouble. I end up rounding them off or whatever. Give me my tool back! Give it back! T-brake. I sometimes wonder, so I've undone these. I sometimes wonder whether undoing the speedo cable is worth doing or not. That one doesn't seem to want to move easily. I'll just leave it attached to the drive. What difference is it going to make, right? We're going to find out. Grim! What are you doing to me? So before I can undo the spindle, I have to undo these pinch bolts. This one doesn't look too bad, but the one on the other side looks terrible. Just see if it wants to undo. Oh, only a weakling. Oh, now I'm going to have to extend and put a bit more brute force into this. Also, I'm a weakling. I'm extended. No, you shouldn't copy me. I'm using a torque wrench. This torque wrench is faulty, so that's why I'm using it, because I don't use it in normal life. This one looks criminal. It looks pretty bad in there. Get yourself as far in as you can. Crack it off. Oh, look at that aluminium corrosion. Oh, it's all powdery. Not actually sure these need to come out, but I'm going to pull them out anyway because, you know, I'm curious, right? Curious soul. What you got? What you got for me? What do you got? You just look like you need a bit of a clean up, doesn't it? Cool. Let's have a go at the spindle. To be fair, I'm not sure which side of the spindle one does and which one doesn't, so I'm gonna guess it's this side that undoes. Oh, well, that's moving, and that's not. So I hope I've got it right. Oh. Oh. This is coming out all the way, so maybe that was the. I don't know. Well, hello there. That's what I got from this side. So maybe that was the locker. Yay! And that's where the spindle is going to come out. Phew. We gotta learn that. You can't know everything. Maybe it doesn't need to do this. Maybe I need to. No, I'll just undo it a little. And maybe I need to knock it out. We're going to find out. So I got myself a little bit stuck because I don't think the wheel is going to come out. So I got the spindle out. but I don't think it's going to come out. One, because the speeder drive's attached, I understand that. Two, even if I take the calipers off, it's not going to come out from the back of the mudguard. And I don't think it's going to clear this bit of the mudguard. I don't know, am I wrong? I'll have a go at detaching the speedo drive and just see if that makes any difference. And if not, I'm going to have to jack the bike up because this isn't high enough. Yes, it's just not clearing the calipers. I was like, what are you jammed up on? The calipers that I didn't take off. All right, cool. So I've just got to get it past the bloody mudguard now, and it just doesn't feel high enough. So I'll just try bopping it over at an angle. I'm going to clean that up. See if I can just put it at an angle. Okay, so the easiest way was to get an assistant to push down the back of the bike, which raised the front. I was able to remove the wheel, but then you know what's going to happen. Like, this got disconnected. So they held the bike up and then we slowly lowered it back down. That probably wasn't a comfortable thing. I think next time I'll put a jack underneath the bike. Okay, so release these plastic holders from the mudguard, because that's got to come off as it's between the two forks. 12mm. Shouldn't take too long to pop these little bolts out, get the mudguard off, and that can get clean too. I think the thing that's on my mind is the tax disc holder is about to come off with the mudguard. Do I bother putting it back on? I don't know. Do we want the old tax disc on the bike? I don't know. Not so bad. So just a couple of little fixings to unpop. I'm going to give that a real good clean. That's minging, isn't it? Well, it would be. So all I need to do now is undo a couple of fixings. Oh, there's the old tax disc. Undo a couple of fixings here, here, here. However, what I thought I'd do is undo, slide it up slightly, and then undo the cap. I might just be able to undo this and then undo the cap, so that once I've got the forks off, I'm not having to clamp the stanchion to undo the fork cap. Yeah, that's the OCD. Got to clean the inside as well. So rather than fighting with the fork caps later, I thought what I'd do is loosen off these pinch bolts, and then favourite, they're Nielsen, and they have like a neoprene sleeve on them, so when you're working in winter your tools don't feel really cold. I thought if I crack off the caps now, let's have a go, I won't have to do it. So there we go, fork cap loosened off nicely. I'll do the other side. So there we go, it's just loosened off enough for me not to have to put the stanchions in a vise. And now all I have to do is undo this one and this one. The stanchion should slide out, and that will be the near side fork off the bike. Let's see, just need to release that. It's just a little rubber. Okay, here we go. Let's see if it comes out. It does. It just takes a little wiggle. That's the offside fork removed. Let's go get it on the work. I was just having a look on the bottom of the fork because I need to undo that fixing there, but you can see somebody's been in there ahead of me. Great. Exciting. I need to be able to undo it in there so that everything just slides out of the fork tube. Someone's been in there ahead of me. Damn it. It's going to be messy. So I'm just hitting it up with a bit of muck off. I'm going to let that settle for 6 or 7 minutes whilst it does its magic before I agitate. I put the cap. Well, looky here. Ooh, yeah, I totally forgot to film stripping of the forks and replacing the seals. I apologise. I did make a cup of tea though. Oh my god. To be fair, what actually happened was every time I thought I was recording a video, I was actually taking a photo. So every time I'd hit record, I was just taking a photo. Great, mistakes will happen. this is where we are. So we're starting to come back together. Just getting on with it. Getting on with it. These are only pinch bolts. They don't need to be like anything more than that tight. There we go. So tidy, all back together. I must say those front forks are looking sharp. Always helps if you clean up the front end. I was desperate. I was desperate to pull the discs off and go absolutely crazy on it, but I would rather run it up and make sure that it's viable. Hey, look, we've got rubber. Oh. I just gotta figure these things out. I think the rubber, I think the joint needs to be there, doesn't it? Those guys will be in a minute, so better crack on with what I'm doing. All right, that's as far as I'm going to get on this video, and thank you all for watching. There we go, join on the outer.